So here we have it. The texture is near perfect. A rich green colour. And obviously you got the smells off obviously the garlics, the thyme, because it's got obviously the taste of the Scotch bonnet as well. Welcome in again, guys. It's His and Her Dining. I'm your host, Mikal, and
I'm Samantha.
And today we'll be making
green seasoning.
Yeah, enjoy. So this recipe for Caribbean green seasoning is my personal preference. It's not, you have to go for it. Some people put ginger into it. Some people put extra Scotch bonnet, and you need to also put pimento peppers, but obviously in the UK, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that, so I've actually substituted that. So yeah, I'll just have a quick breakdown of what ingredients we do have. So we have like around about 50 to 60 grams of parsley, flat parsley, fresh parsley. This obviously gives a beautiful texture, beautiful taste. If you like parsley, you always need to include this into your green seasoning. With all Caribbean food, garlic is a must. You need to have garlic in your green seasoning. It is, if you don't have garlic in the green seasoning, what's the point having green seasoning? So you need to have garlic in your green seasoning. With the spice of the actual green seasoning, I usually go for Scotch Bonnet. I believe that, it's the best thing to really have, really. Scotch Bonnet gives a great, I shouldn't really be touching that, to be fair, it's a bit, a bit too spicy. But Scotch Bonnet obviously gives that extra flavour. I've deseeded it, that's my preference, but if you want an extra heat, then obviously keep the seeds in the Scotch Bonnet. Spring onions, or scallion, as we know. This is, I prefer having this opposed to your white onions. I find it, obviously, because it's green, it has a little bit of an extra, different taste, obviously, your white onion, but I do prefer this. Obviously, with all these ingredients as well, these are all washed and chopped up as well, so it's easy for us to put straight into the food processor. We have the ends of celery. That's a personal touch, what I like, actually. I prefer having celery opposed to obviously other ingredients what we have, but celery is great, gives it a nice crunch, and it just gives it extra texture and flavour. This is the most debatable ingredient, to be fair. This is coriander, and obviously some people just don't like coriander. It's around about 60 grams, 50 to 60 grams of coriander. I love coriander on curries, I love coriander, pretty much everything, but if you don't like coriander, don't bother having green seasoning, because this is another main ingredient for green seasoning. And also another debatable sort of optional sort of flavour to your green seasoning is the bell pepper. I've used bell peppers. You should really use pimento peppers, but it's a little bit hard to get in the UK or the US. In the Caribbean, pretty simple to get, but in the UK, unfortunately, it's really hard to get. Next time I do have somebody come in back from Jamaica or St. Lucia, then it's obviously wise to get pimento peppers. Thyme, I'll obviously strip down this thyme here, pull a little bit out, and obviously add that to the green seasoning with that. And lemons and vinegar can be used to obviously preserve the green seasoning, so you can store it in for months in the fridge, or if you needed to put it in the freezer. So here we have it. The texture is near perfect. A rich green colour, and obviously you got the smells of obviously the garlics, the thyme, because it's got obviously the taste of the Scotch bonnet as well. This is literally the consistency which I like to have it, which most people obviously like to use for green seasoning. And obviously it's always good to use it in like some sort of jar as well. which you can obviously store in the fridge or a freezer. As I mentioned earlier, it's good to have the green seasoning, kept obviously in the fridge. You can keep that up to months. Obviously preserve it with your limes or your vinegar. Or if you want to keep it for longer, you can actually obviously keep it in the freezer as well, and that obviously will preserve it for, I would say, years. To be fair, I've had green seasoning in the freezer for years, and it's never been an issue. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and tune in next time.